In 1989, everything changed with the FoxBody Mustangs when Ford had the mass air meter. It now became much more easier to modify your Fox bodies. But guess what? As many of you know, 89 was not the first year. Actually, in 1988, the California cars got mass air, and we've got one right here today on the channel that is for sale. Welcome to Gearhead 704. I'm Matt, and guys, we have another car review video for you today. We actually are talking about this 88 Coupe. Who doesn't love a white coupe? And of course, this is owned by Chris from the Infamous Project. Welcome back to the channel.
Thanks for having me.
Still got your beer here?
Still got my beer.
So, in case you don't know what that's all about, be sure to watch all the other videos. But before we get started today, I am wearing a different shirt in this video. I'm wearing Foxtoberfest shirt. You can get these on foxresto.com. Chris, let's show on the back real quick. There you go. This was actually the winner Best in Show from 2019.
And on the can of beer.
Yeah, and on the can of beer, exactly. You have one of those cans of beer, don't you?
I do. Yeah. Not in my hand, but I do have
So no, that's pretty cool. That's something they do every year is whoever does Best in Show, they end up on the next year's shirts. Of course, they didn't have one in 2020. So anyway, 2021, I think a 4i won this year. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So you'll see that on the shirts next year, but you can get yours, like I said, foxresto.com. But anyway, Chris, this is another, I think you're into coupes, man. Actually, truth be told, you just love Fox bodies.
Yeah, I do.
But coupes you seem to push out a little more.
And I do like a white coupe.
We talked about this before. I can't remember if it's in your videos or my videos, but this is one that looks good on camera and in person.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's one of those ones that we always talk about, make the joke. It looks really good on camera. You guys actually saw it with the Turbo Coyote car. Looks great on camera, and I sent it off for paint anyways. But this white is not hiding waves. It's not hiding imperfections. It's actually ceramic coated. There's one door ding. I will expose the truth of the car right here.
I'll never unsee it now.
Yeah, PDR will get that. So
it's not bad.
No, it's not bad. Honestly, the worst thing is the trim, but I'm gonna take care of that. All the trim's gonna get redone. And I have the LMR Daniel Carpenter Blem quarter glass windows I'm gonna put in here. I'm gonna actually redo them to make them what I would say is perfect. And
right.
All the trim is gonna be right.
Because you're in the 5%, not the 95%.
Exactly.
But let's go ahead and show you guys a quick walk around the car. I already got that when it was outside. It's a little windy, that's why we're filming in the shop. But yeah, take a look at that and then we'll get back into this. Okay, yeah, so not a lot on the exterior you're gonna have to do. You're gonna clean that up. I'm guessing because you love black interiors, this is another black interior car?
It's actually gray.
It's actually gray. Oh my goodness, gray. Chris, are you feeling okay?
Well, the reality is it is a pre-90 car. So being an 88, there was no black available. So it's actually got its OG gray interior on the inside.
Doors open nice. Okay. So for the seats wise, I mean, they're a little bit rough, obviously, but are you keeping them like that? Are you going to refresh the interior at all?
So I'm thinking I'm going to do very similar to the Dutch number 5 car and just kind of do a black and gray theme. So I'll probably put a black carpet. I'm going to do black seats, maybe some Corbos, Recaros if I manage to get my hands on them, and then just clean everything else up and just have a real nice contrast. Because you know what? Even me personally, I almost feel like I'm not over black interiors, but I'm over going out of my way to have a black interior.
Okay.
Because there's too many people at this point in the game that are sacrificing really clean interiors and dyeing them.
Yeah.
When they don't need to be dyed.
When it's not necessary. Now, we do have a tilt wheel, which is always nice when you don't have an airbag car. And then it's manual windows, but we got power locks.
Yes, very interestingly optioned car, right? Yeah. Because you don't always just see only power locks very often. It is an automatic car.
Yeah, it's an auto, but got a little stereo system upgrade. You could always 5-speed swap it. You're keeping it as an auto, or what have you decided to do there?
I think that might be an option for the buyer. So I do have the pedals and the parts to do the conversion, but I do feel like there is a market for automatics. to be honest with you, I'd have no problem driving this car as an automatic. You know what?
You kind of enjoy cruising them more.
Yeah, I do. You know, it's not out to win races, so it's just sort of like, you know what? Enjoy the experience. Just cruising the car instead of having to worry about shifting gears. If you're stuck in traffic, no big deal.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you there. I'm kind of growing on autos a little bit more, but that's the cool thing. You mentioned if somebody buys this car, which they just need to reach out to you, right? If they're interested.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of people have reached out to me over the years on it, and you know what? I've just sort of been, number one, I wanted to put my own eyes on it and really go over it because it was a sight unseen buy. And some of you guys might actually recognize the car. It was on Instagram, and the individual's name, I can give it to you. You can put it down below because...
Oh, you can put it up on the screen right here.
Yeah, no, he deserves the credit because he made the car look as good as what you see here and sound, because it does sound really good.
It does sound pretty good, actually. I think we got some sound clips. Maybe they heard that at the beginning, but I kind of like what you're doing with the interior there. Oh, what I was going to say is, though, like you just mentioned, they want to buy it, just have you convert it for them, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll convert it. You want different wheels, you want different suspension, any of that stuff, I can do it for you. But I think it's going to be pretty straightforward. I have a feeling there's going to be someone who just loves the look of the car, the cleanup items that I do, and you know what? It's just going to be turn the key and cruise.
Well, because you're already on 5 lug, I see. You got what, just the Cobra brake conversion, I'm guessing?
Yeah, so you got 4-wheel disc, you got 4 lug, you have brand new bushings on all your control arms front and rear. I believe they're Maximum Motorsport.
Yep.
And you have the SVE coilover kit. So that'd be the other option too, you know, if you wanted maybe a different suspension, but you know what, the car actually rides really nice.
Pretty good, no issues there. Are you coilovers front and rear then? SVE coilovers all the way around?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, brake's been upgraded. Is it still the 8.8?
It is still the 8.8.
What's the gears, do you know?
Good question. You know what, next time I jack it up, I'll do the old spin the drive shaft and see how many turns it takes, and I'll definitely have that posted.
The guess is probably 355, 373, but you know what we can do? I think this video is going up a little late, so Chris, if you can find out, let me know. I'll put it up on the screen here.
Absolutely.
Oh, the interior. That's the other thing I want to ask you. Just back to the interior one more time. You said that you were going to look at maybe either some Corbos, or if you could get them, the Recaros. What's your preference there? I'm just kind of curious.
Recaro all the way.
Okay. Well, I'm asking because I want to do that for... I think I'm going to put some in my coupe. I don't want to go back to stock seats. Yeah. So I want to race.
So the only thing with the Recaros, I feel like, and a lot of the ones on the market, the nicest ones are the LX style, which are the ones that you see in most of my cars when I do put them in there. They are a pretty narrow seat, so that is one thing to keep in mind. But the other thing to consider as well...
What are you saying there? I might have a problem with narrow.
Narrow is actually not the issue. It's actually the adapter plates that are required in order to bolt them into the car. And I know you're running seat extenders or track extenders because you're so tall. Some of the Recaros, depending on the way the adapters or the seats are made, there is a model that you can actually bolt the factory FoxBody seat tracks to, and will actually lower you down a little bit, give you a little bit more head clearance on the top. And you might actually get away with not needing the extenders.
Because I don't like how it raises you up. So,
but there are other Recaros that you need to actually modify and do some sort of integrated bracket for. So,
well, maybe I'll talk to you on that. Get the right ones. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look underneath the hood. By the way, what's up with this 5.0 badge, man? Actually, he noticed that already. It is just slightly crooked, isn't it?
I noticed it for the first time.
Now that you pointed it out, I can see it all day.
The car was sitting far enough outside that I could see it was on a little bit of a gangster lane.
Is this the same cowl hood that you've got on your Stalker Vert? No, it's not.
This one's actually a Cervini. And it's the baby Cervini, because it's... What do I want to say? Is that like 1.5 inches?
It's not too, it's kind of subtle actually.
It's very subtle. So
I like it. It's the first cowl hood I kind of like actually. Well, Stalker Vert, it looks mean. So
actually, so Stalker Vert has the same hood as the Cobra.
Okay. I definitely don't like it on the Cobra. I don't know why. Maybe because the Cobra's sitting so high in the front. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's your car. But yeah, I see we got like a GT40 Explorer style intake.
We do.
What else are we looking at here?
Yeah, so we have a E303 camshaft in here.
That's why it sounds so good, E-cam.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we got some GT40 heads, got the GT40 intakes. There are upgraded injectors. Is there an upgraded throttle body? That looks pretty stock. No, it's actually pretty small looking. So I don't think the throttle body, so that's a quick win. That's an opportunity. Maybe I'll swap that guy out.
Yeah, a few horsepower there.
Yeah, we've got an upgraded SVE radiator, dual electric fans, 3G alternator upgrade. It still has the pollution pump. Does it have the air silencer? It still has the air silencer.
Wow, that's a nice upgrade.
Yeah,
Get
but
a little louder.
California car, right? So they're not allowed to touch anything emission related. So it is all here in its original glory. AC still works, upgraded to 134. So we got AC, we got heat, we got an automatic transmission. So you know what? Just turn the key and cruise.
And that's wild that it is still, like I mentioned at the beginning, mass air car. Is it still stock injectors, I guess, or do you know on that?
They have a blue top. I want to say they're 24s.
Okay, so there you go. You got mass air, and I don't know what computer this would have had. I only know about A9L, A9P. I'm guessing it probably had a different computer in 88.
It should be an A9P. Actually, let's check the door jamb.
Yeah.
It's an 8LF.
An 8LF.
I've never heard
A
of
or
that.
8?
8.
Wow.
8LF.
So if any of you guys have heard of the 8LF, let us know. I'm guessing that's because it was a one-year probably computer. That's just a guess, but that would make a lot of sense.
I'm actually, you know what? I'll Google it.
Yeah, other than that, she looks, I forgot to ask you how many miles. I think you said 170 maybe, 170K or something
Yeah,
like that.
so this one does have some miles on it, but you know what? California, simple life. There is not a spot of rust on this car. I did find, I believe there was a little bit of damage on this corner. So you can actually see the inner apron here is bowed out a little bit. So I can probably clean this up a little better than what it is. But full disclosure, you know what? Stuff happens. When you have 170,000 miles worth of driving on you, you have to expect that maybe a little fender bender happened in the day. But you know what? The rest of the body lines are real nice and tight. And well, you know, well, you're looking at the car right now.
Yeah, it looks straight to me. So loving the tint too, by the way. Tint looks good. So she is all fixed up. You're gonna be doing a few more things to it though. How soon is this going up for sale? Do you know? Oh, I think you found some info on the ALF or 8LF. So 1 year only. We got the details on the 8LF, guys.
So
What'd you find, Chris?
I found 88 to 93 California specific Mustang MAF auto. There's also an 8LD, which is a 5.0, 88 to 93 California MAF for manual. And then there is a A9S, which is another 83 to 93 California MAF manual. So I want to say that maybe one of those was specific to the 93 year, because I know 93s did.
Yeah, 93 is different. Yeah.
I think it was like A3M or something like that. So I'm going to say that maybe the A9S was 93 for the manuals. And then, so yeah, so anything California 8LF, which is confusing because some of the information that we're reading online just pointed that it was a speed density computer.
Right. Yeah, we first looked it up, said speed density, which like, I don't know how that's speed density right there. It doesn't compute to me, but okay. So this is, and it matches up because it's an auto. So that matches what you just found.
Absolutely. And the reality is, if there was a speed density computer in this car, it wouldn't actually idle with that cam.
Yeah.
And the car idles and runs perfect. So
yeah, it really does.
It's doing what it's doing.
I agree. I guess reach out to you, but you're going to be doing a few things to this, it sounds like. I don't know when this video is going to go up, but you're definitely looking to sell it.
In 2022, a lot's going to happen.
Yeah. Exhaust-wise, what is just shorty headers? No, this would actually, these look like equal length. Are they?
I want to say we have an equal length in there.
Yeah, we do. That's neat.
Actually, you know what? I'm just going to throw my flashlight on because the funny thing is, something tells me, despite having the air silencer in every single last emissions piece, I think there's no cats on this car.
That would be kind of funny. Let's get her and take a look, guys.
No, there's no cats on this.
Well, there you go. It's all emission except for the big two things: the catalytic converters. All right. Well, you can always put one of those on for them if they want it, I guess.
Yeah. If you need to be California compliant, no problem. We can get you some high flows on there. But the car sounds great.
It does.
And smells great. So hopefully you're in a emission unfriendly state.
Yeah, if only we could get those smells to translate.
Oh,
because
I know, right?
You had one earlier today crank up that was like E85. Oh man.
Yeah.
That thing's get some corn fed. Anyway, cool. Yeah, so that's the story on this car. I think we covered all the details. It's really a clean coupe. Who doesn't like a clean white coupe with some history? California, I don't know if they called it California Special back then, did they?
I have no idea.
Yeah. But it is. It's at least the roots of that type of Mustang. So very cool. All right, Chris. Well, anything else you want to add to this? I think we covered it pretty well.
No, I think that's about it. You know what? This is actually one of my personal favorites. that I have here. So
You'll be a
it's
little
just-
sad to see it go.
Yeah, I will be sad to see it go, but you know what? I can't keep them all. I already have my own white coupe, and you know, a lot of people ask me, am I gonna put a Dutch kit on here? The one thing that I do have to say, the black molding has actually grown on me over the years. Back in the day,
Me too, I hated it back
you know
then.
what? I would have said, you know what? The first thing I would have done was actually painted that body color, and now I actually like it.
You know what I love it on? My favorite is actually
The strawberry.
strawberry.
Yeah.
I think the black looks the best on
Yeah, I know,
strawberry.
it's the contrast is just something to appreciate for sure.
Yeah. All right. So there you go. Another one for sale. Again, reach out to Chris. I will have all your contact information for him up on the screen down below. Instagram's usually the best way, but they can also email you, I guess, right?
Yeah, I know, absolutely.
Cool. All right. Well, that's it for this one, guys. If you want a heads cam intake, fun little coupe with an auto, or he'll even put a 5-speed in there for you, T5, whatever, hit him up. And that's it for the video. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button. That helps me out a lot. If you are stopping in for the first time and you like what you see, please subscribe. We'll see you here next time on Gearhead 704. Hello and welcome to Gearhead 704. I'm Matt, and I've got another car review video for you here today. Another one for sale, and I am here, of course, again with, oh, I forgot to change my shirt. Hold on one second.